Okie dokie. So here's where I'm at with the 8 wheels which I'm doing so far. I've really drilled and tapped all the holes. I didn't take a video of me tapping them because fuck me, that's such a laborious process. And I've got the bolts, which are button head stainless steel, 20mm, 8mm. And I've got myself some of these rubber washers, which sorry, rubber O-rings, which I just happen to have, but they squish down too much, so I've bought some rubber washers off eBay, which are a little bit more ductile. So basically, these don't go in any tight, any sort of like torque or anything. They are just dowels. So once these have been powder coated, these will have thread lock put round them, rubber washers underneath, and then just tighten down until there's a nice squish, then left to go off, and that is those sealed. So the next thing which I need to do is I need to sort out the valve holes. So I need to mount this up on the mill and get a fly cutter and cut a nice radius in the rim there so that there's more than enough for the valve to sit. And I also need to make some alloy plugs for the original holes to get them out of the way. On my wheels I just used chemical metal, but because these ones here are being powder coated, then the chemical metal's no good because the chemical metal will burn off. Because on my wheels I've had to drill through here, so I've ended up having to fill this and sand it, and I can't powder coat my wheels, I can only paint them. So the issue that I was having with powder coating the wheels was I've got another wheel which I wanted to take an aluminium cast off, and I put a bucket load of RSJ paint on it because I was going to flat that back and take a nice cast. But unfortunately the RSJ paint I had was knackered and it stayed nail soft. So what I ended up doing was putting the wheel onto my truck wheel, the same way as I heat the outside out, to burn the paint off. But when it cooled, the centre you could just lift in and out. It lost all its tolerance fit. But I had a scrap rim with a big buckle in it, and I had a centre which I'm not happy with. It's just a trial centre. I made a wheel the other day, put that together, took it up to my mate who does powder coating. We cooked it up to 180, we let it cool, we dropped it on its face, and it stayed tight. So we know we can powder coat these. So I've got to sort out those. I've still got to strip them. Now sandblasting, shot blasting, media blasting doesn't like powder coat at all. It just doesn't take it off. Now there's a company local to me that charged £10 a rim to strip powder coat, but I've got 8 wheels here, that's 80 quid. I've looked into it, and the chemical itself is only 89 quid, and I can do 1,000 wheels of it. So I'm going to go looking for a tank to put that in. A nice sealable tub, and I'll get that picked up because the postage is absolutely horrendous on it. It's only coming from Canuck. So yeah, I will chemically strip these, yeah, then I will give them a quick shot blast, and then they're ready to go off to my mate to be powder coated, and then I can put the rubber washers and the bolts in, because they'll just be bolted in with no rubber washers when they go for powder coating. Then once they are powder coated, I will mount them up flat on the faceplate, and I shall just take a skim off the mounting face to make sure that they're 100% true in there. And then that's them, hunky dory, ready to go. So there we go. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, guys.